Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to Taipei. Welcome to the Acer press conference here at Computex. I am Walter Deppler. I am the CMO of Acer. We have a full agenda today, and we have some outstanding new products which we are going to show to you. But before that, I'm happy to share with you our new brand positioning. Let's now welcome our corporate president, Mr. Jim Bong, on the stage. Welcome, Jim.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to join the Computex and welcome to join Acer's press conference in Computex. We started to talk about the Acer, the new Acer, that's the Explore Beyond Limits. It's the fresh the theme for Acer brand. We fully recognize about the users around the world. They are curious to learn. They are progressive in the learning in their whole career and life. And as a brand of the ICT company, we need to fulfill this kind of exploration for their limits pursuers. Okay. And this is consistent with Acer's brand mission statement, created back in 1988. That's breaking the barriers between people and technology. This is just the fresh image of that. Okay. And modern days explorers, they need an answer for that. Acer is ready for that. Okay. And most importantly, we are very proud to announce that the coming London Olympics in July. And the Acer is proud to be the official IT sponsor for this. And we are honorable to work with all the worldwide first-class athletes to explore beyond their limits together. We go.
The Olympic Games were created for those who push at boundaries, who discover other cultures and traditions, and challenge their limits. It's for explorers, just like us. Acer is proud to be a partner in the London 2012 Olympic Games, but our commitment goes way beyond sponsorship. The entire infrastructure of the Olympic Games runs on Acer computing technology. We installed over 950 servers, 2,900 notebooks, 13,500 desktops, and 13,000 monitors, all to help the world's largest event run faster and smoother. We've developed new ways to connect athletes and fans, bringing the excitement to people around the world. And we do it with a team that's a fraction of the size of most other tech companies. It's a challenge, but that's what the Olympic Games are all about. When you explore beyond limits, the world becomes a more inspiring place. Some do it with sport. We do it with computing technology. So on behalf of everyone at Acer, happy exploring.
Welcome to London Olympics and welcome to Acer's world of Explore Beyond Limits. There's going to be Acer's spirit for next decades. Moving forward, I'm going to talk about what's the Acer's vision for next decade. We were a hardware device company. We are, and we still believe, we continue to be a hardware company. And we envision to introduce all the devices connected to each other. And we're also offering Acer Cloud, a true personal cloud, to let users enjoying the accessing their data anytime, anywhere with any of their devices. Okay. So there's going to be Acer's vision for next decade you can expect. Okay. However, the most important thing in next couple of years will be Windows 8. Windows 8 is so important. If you compare with the Windows 95, which ushering the whole world into the multimedia worlds, and Windows 98 to enter the internet worlds, Windows 8 is going to be as important or maybe far important than that for the world to come. The PC world has been lacking of innovation in the last 15 years. Now is the time for us to move on, and we like the Windows 8 so much that we would strongly believe it's going to be the propelling power for that. There are 4 things we believe in Windows 8 and why we bet so much on that. First of all, the innovation going backwards rather than going forwards about the human behaviors. Human beings learn to speak and to touch first much earlier than to write and to type. By combining about touching with Windows 8 and the typing together, that's the users going back to feel more comfortable about the intuitive usage way of their human life. Okay. Secondly, about the power on sequence on Windows 8 is a great improvement. So people can start to compare about the experience with today's watching the TV, turn it off, actually it's entering the standby, so is the phones. Okay. So this is the demand from users for long, and Windows 8 is going to answer that. With Windows 8, the design much more profound, with much less the dependence on the real estate. So, and by introducing the new CPU into the arena, so the form factor is starting to evolve, to change, to diversify. Okay. So that provides the innovation chance for all the OEM to join this work. And lastly, but not least, as the Windows Phone is going to be on all the new Windows 8 PCs going to be shipped. What's the value of that? Touch is so new, so a lot of applications will be evolving fast. By offering the Windows Phones on the machines, users can start to have the experience with the hardware and continue to enhance the experience by downloading the new applications when they are available. So the world is going to be different. Okay. So because of this phone, we call this is the very beginning of the new era to come on the ICT world. And we are so glad to take this timing to embrace this opportunity. I'm talking that much, but the most important event, you already see the devices here. Later on, we're going to have the Campbell Ken, our group president of the PC Global Operations, to introduce all those to you. But before that, I would like to welcome Mr. Stephen Guggenhammer, the corporate VP of the Microsoft, to join me on the stage to introduce what else we can expect the Windows 8 on the way to come. See? Thanks, Jim. Yeah. Welcome to Taipei, welcome to Acer Show.
Thank you for having me here today.
Yes. So with Windows 8 been talking for a year, now it's very close to this stage. What else is it going to bring to the important events on Computex here?
Well, I think the highlight, obviously, in Computex this year is the work that you're doing and other folks in the industry to sort of bring it to life. As we get closer towards Windows 8, we'd like to see the innovation partnership with you, and that Campbell's going to walk us through today.
Okay, great. So that's it sounds exciting. So finally, we are going to see that and touch it.
Yeah, one of the things we worked on with Windows 8 is a no-compromise solution. It allows you to build devices that take advantage of touch, as you described, as well as the keyboard and mouse, as well as inking. It allows you to use all of your existing Windows 7 devices and software and compatibility with your corporate systems. It allows you to take advantage of new applications and right into the Metro-style UI in the Windows Store. So really, it's not the next generation of Windows, it's really a reimagining of Windows. And I think from what you're going to show today, you've done a good job in taking the reimagining of Windows and bringing it to the hardware and software together into solutions.
Oh, great. What else?
Well, as you know, last week, we publicly announced the release preview, which is the next development milestone for Windows 8. So as we go closer towards getting to release, we've now got a release preview out there that can be downloaded by anyone. So I encourage everybody in the audience to go and download it and start to play with it. We're still taking some feedback as we're going through this, as well as start to see that excitement building. I think the combination of the work we're doing with release preview and the work you're doing here today will start to get that excitement building in the industry, and that's part of what Computex is all about, and of course our partnership.
Okay, great. And how about Windows Store? You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, the Windows Store gives us the ability, as we work with developers, both yourselves and other developers, to build a new generation of apps, to take advantage of the fast and fluid user experience in Windows 8. The users will have the opportunity to download applications over time, and whenever they want, get the latest and greatest applications. And in many ways, keep that machine sort of as fresh as it was day one with new, exciting experiences to work with.
Okay, great. So how about this? Try to take a look?
Yeah, I think the best thing now is to have Campbell show us the great work he's been doing. The partnership's awesome.
Show us.
I'm so delighted to be here today to show you so many new devices that Acer is going to introduce to you. I couldn't remember in my past 20 years career in Acer that we haven't been so excited about so many new devices that we're going to introduce with the Windows 8 base experience. As Jim just mentioned about with the new Acer brand positioning, we are all inspired to actually create more devices with touch, especially and together with the Windows 8 to our end users. It's every bit aspirational to us as it is to our end users. So with that, I would like to show you some of my presentation. In the, I think the PC has been introduced in 1980s. And in the very beginning, when people are using the PC, it's just purely for productivity, especially spreadsheet. And at that time, it's only keyboard, and later on, a mouse has been introduced. So people get used to use their PC on the desk. However, a few years ago, when the tablet has been introduced, people start to use their mobile computers while they are walking, while they are moving from meeting to meeting, or from elbow to elbow. So we like to explore more, more things for the whole, user scenario or user usage model of this. The first part I'm going to show you is the Windows 8 tablet devices. We call it is a Trimo Touch devices. This product has an intuitive design, adapts to whatever the end user needs in any different scenarios. Well, it is a slate, it comes with a keyboard, and it also with a touch. So you can tap, you can actually touch, you can view. It is always on, always connect, as you are used to the older mobile phones of today, and it has up to the 18 hours daily life, a whole day computing, or even lasting more than 1 day. So, and the most important as a tablet, as you might know, it comes together with IPS display. So it has a very wide view angle display on it. So Andrew, show us how you're doing with the tablet right now.
Okay, I can browse the internet, and also I can go to check the logo with it.
Wow, the touch seems very smooth on the Windows 8 experience. It's great. And I heard it also comes together with the keyboard option. Yes.
So when I'm at a coffee shop, I can tap the tablet into the keyboard dock.
That's great. So in this case, your tablet becomes a notebook as a convertible device.
Yeah, I can do the PowerPoint.
Okay.
Okay. So hey Campbell, do you want me to show you what I'm working on?
Yes.
Okay.
Show me. Oh, that's cool. I never believed that you can use the a convertible keyboard docking like this way. whatever it is a productivity or it is a presentation mode. Yeah, that's great, and that's actually very important for me. When I sitting on the airplane, this is all I need. I type in on the emails, and then I can also watch movie if I start to get some rest. Yes, thank you. However, we are not satisfied with today's Windows 8 tablet solutions or experience like that. Because we still believe most of the people who are using the tablets of today still carrying their notebooks with them. Just because of their office works, their actually the Excel files, PowerPoints, or emails, they still get used to today's actually some mobile computing or the Windows applications. So we would like to extreme more on what the tablets can do. So we'd like to introduce to you today not only a tablet but also the best performance tablets ever. The tablets, they can do more. And so the iconic W700 is the tablets, and it has the best performance on this device. I'm going to show you later. Not only that, it is 11.6 inch full high definition display, and then it comes with a multi-purpose cradle. It has a 2 landscape mode plus 1 portrait mode. It has an 8 hours battery life, and it gives you 1 plug with a cradle. You have the 3 USB extensions, and of course it also comes with a keyboard as accessory. Hey Johnny, what are you doing?
Hi, people. I'm playing games.
Okay.
Not only games, but I can also watch the high definition movies.
You were kidding, you're telling me you're playing the games at the same time you're playing the high definition movies at the same time on the tablet?
Yes, I can quickly switch between, or even
Look at the smooth of the touch and also the performance.
at the same time. See? The game is running while the movie is still playing very smooth.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. What about battery life?
You can do more than 8 hours.
Can you believe it? With the multitasking full high definition display, you know, you can still have like 8+ hours battery. This is great. This is all I need on the go. And I know it also comes together with a versatile cradle. How you
Yes,
do with it?
we designed a cradle here.
Yep.
Tuck your tablet into a cradle, it becomes a desktop.
So the tablet becomes a desktop.
Yes. Now you can finish your office work just like you are using a very powerful PC.
Wow, this is terrific. This is all I need. I go out when I'm traveling with a tablet. I'm going back to my office. I just plug in with a keyboard and mouse. This is all I need.
Yes. Also for e-reader. Let me show you.
With the cradle?
Yes. Launch your favorites.
Yeah. Oh.
Rotate your cradle.
Los Angeles Times.
Yes. Now it becomes your e-reader. You are reading a magazine like you are reading a real magazine. See?
Wow, this is great. This is when I'm sitting on my desk. When I want to read a magazine, this is a nice A4 form factors for me.
Yes. One more thing with the cradle, you'll love it.
Okay. It's really a versatile cradle. Okay.
Touch screen mode. Now you can use that gamepad. Let me show you gameplay.
Well, there's a lot of things to do when I back to my office.
Yes, see the touch screen. Use a very easy, very smooth.
That's great with it. So,
With 10 fingers.
10 fingers.
Yes.
Great job. Great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Johnny.
Thank you very much.
Well, I think that most of us as a mobile professional, we basically still familiar with get used to carry a desktop as a notebook with us, as a clamshell design, and still cannot get away with the keyboard as of today, right? But what you're gonna do with a Windows 8, with a natural user interface, with a new Windows stored applications, how you gonna do with it? With a notebook, a clamshell. So we would like to introduce to you our new Ultrabook. with touch. It has a state-of-the-art design, and it has a new combination of the materials that you have never seen before. And also, it is the thinnest full high definition ultrabooks in the world. It comes up to 12 hours battery life. That's all you need, and also that's all I need. And also, it also have a keyboard, it's a light sensing backlight keyboard. So, David, please show us what is the new ultrabook from Acer.
Okay. Aspire S7 is the world's thinnest touch ultrabook with glass cover. It's a tempered
So
glass.
this is a tempered glass.
Yes, which we use as a structure instead of decorating glass.
So it's a glass plus metal, glass and metal combination.
Yes.
It's
And
a very
less
thick
than
design.
12 millimeter thickness.
Only 12 millimeter thickness with touch.
Yes.
Great job. So how you gonna do with the touch?
Let me show you
Just
a
like this?
picture. Yes.
Hey, it's interesting. When I'm seeing you using the touch, the screen has been very steady.
Yes.
What do you do with the design?
We have a dual top hinge design.
Dual top hinge.
So when you touch the screen, it will be very steady. So you can use touch and type at the same time.
So you can have a best combination. When you're typing, you can touch, and you can do this combination, whatever you like.
Yes.
That's cool.
And then one more surprise. You can open up to 180 degrees.
This is cool. This is the, when you're on a coffee shop in the meeting room, right? What you can do is you can type, and you can touch, and you can actually share the contents with your friends. Thank you very much. It's a great job. By the way, we are not just talking about Acer 13.3 ultrabook with touch. Considering most of the people who just like almost the same weight of the tablet, however, with an ultrabook, this is the world's smallest form factor ultrabook with touch. Also comes with the very thin design, very sleek design, only less than 12 millimeters. Again, it has all the features, backlight keyboards, all the solutions, all the touch, the dual top designs as the 13.3 inch. For most of the people at the home or in office, specifically at home in the living room or in the kitchen, people still like to have a large screen sitting on the kitchen or the living room. And they can play around, has the best performance on the all-in-one, has the biggest display, full high definition display. So with this kind of scenario, we also would like to provide a better solution and the better scenarios of it. What Acer has done is that we come with two platforms. One is a 27-inch multi-touch, multi-user scenario, all-in-one. Second is the 23-inch single user and the multi-touch scenarios. So the 27-inch multi-user, multi-touch scenarios, we call it as the so-called all the new possibilities you can do with the all-in-one PC. It has an ergonomic design for the screen, for any angle that you can do. It has up to 64 points multi-touch. So sitting in the kitchen room, the kids and the mother can play the game together. It has only 35mm ultra thin design form factors, and it comes with a full high definition display as well as audio. So, Ellen, could you show us what is the new Acer all-in-one product? Yes, can go.
Aspire 7600 can chill from 85 degree, 30 degree, all the way down to 0 degree.
Cool.
And I'm even
You can swivel it. But why you gonna swivel it? What you can do with that?
since it supports up to 64 touch points. So can I would like to welcome you to play a game with me.
Oh, all right. Oh, you can play the game like this. Cool. Should we do it now?
Yes, please. It's
All
a
right,
puzzle.
let me see if I can do it. And I'll do this. All right.
There you go.
I think all our kids can do much better job than us. This is not
I would like to share some more exciting stuff with you.
Okay. Now, wow. So it becomes the a portrait mode.
Then this becomes the biggest ebook reader in the world.
Yeah, but well, in this mode, okay, it comes just a little bit late. So it's an ebook and it's a magazine, right? So I think this is the basic scenarios. When you're sitting at home, when you are interested in reading the magazine, this gives you the basic scenarios. Great job. Thank you, Adam. Welcome. We are all excited with the different form factors of the products, and we show you all the possibilities that people are doing with the mobile devices, whatever from the tablet, from the the best performance tablet, all the way to clamshell design, as well as the all-in-one device. However, as Steve mentioned, the Windows Store has provided a lot of opportunity for end user to utilize the new applications in their form factors. So what Acer has done is we have cultivated all the applications for every form factors in every scenarios of the devices we introduced right here. It is not the same set of applications on every device. It is a different set of applications for every device in any different scenarios. So it's all kind of new opportunity, new experience for the end user. So what we are going to do as our new Acer brand positioning, we are also curious. We are progressive to create more form factors for our end users. And eventually, we would like to provide the best human interface and human experience for our end users. We would like to provide the best experience and also the full range of the applications and the full range of products to our end users. And through all these different kind of devices, we would like to enable our modern day explorers to explore beyond their limits. With that, I would like to invite our Chairman and CEO, Mr. J.D. Wong. Let's welcome J.D.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I hope you also share that Acer now is in the right direction. And it is a good decision for Microsoft to decide to have the preview of Windows 8 in Computex 2012. And it makes the Computex 2012 very special and worthwhile to visit. And it's a historical moment for worldwide Windows ecosystem. And I think you will find that this trip is very productive. Windows 8 is a breakthrough and is going to be a benefit for the end user. And I think actually in the world, more than 1 billion Windows users are eagerly waiting for new products to test the new experience of Windows 8. Windows 8 brings touch along with the identical Metro user interface on all sides of displays. From 3.5-inch smartphone up to 80-inch. This is only 27-inch. Up to 80-inch multimedia TV. This is truly unique. No other competitor can match. And the integrated user experience is not only enhance the consumer's entertainment experience as we show, but also improve a lot on the productivity working. You can utilize cloud computing, enjoy social networking with touch. Momentarily go back to your productivity application like Excel, like PowerPoint. Nobody will stick on one application only. It's people's brain needs this kind of jump into some application and then jump back momentarily. A decent and sophisticated innovation of integrated user experience of Windows 8 is going to create profound and long-term impact to the global ICT market. Maybe it takes some time for users to really appreciate, but it's truly a meaningful and huge breakthrough done by Microsoft. I have never been so supportive to Microsoft. And Taiwan ICT industry closely linked with Windows ecosystem. We have a good opportunity to grow again after Windows 8 launch. Acer is fully committed to delivering a full line of Windows 8-based products. And we see this a great opportunity for Acer to get back to the sustainable growth. So make sure you stop by Acer's booth to see the new Windows 8 products, the Olympic game products, and also the Acer Cloud. The Acer Cloud service is the final answer to ICT product user. We do the cloud service across the platform, across the devices. Finally, we will launch a so-called Acer's Green Innovation Contest. The information is included in the package we deliver to you. Please help to report this. We would like to invite the students from the worldwide to participate this innovation contest to promote the next generation green life. The grand prize up to $60,000 US. So make sure you report that and invite more and more students to participate. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Now let's invite Jim